What's up, Ghost fam? I'm PokeGhost, Kev the PokeGhost, and I had a thought today, and I wanted to share it with all of you, and that thought has everything to do with patience and never giving up on something that you truly want, whether it's that job, that car, that goal, that school, that card. No matter what it is, just never give up, because all good things come to those who wait. Sometimes we can be a little impatient, and that kind of brings me to an interesting story about somebody that we all know very well, and that somebody is Charizard. And we didn't really know, but we knew back in the day when Charizard was first released in English-based set. It was a Rita artwork, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And it was probably the first chase card that I can remember anybody trying to get. And so naturally, I wanted it. I'm pretty sure we all wanted it. And among the many base set packs that I ripped, alas, no Charizard. And I have a couple of interesting stories to tell you. I have some pretty cool things to show you. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and we're going to flip this around, and I'm going to share with you one card that everybody knows very well. And that is going to be the Charizard. The original Arita artwork base set Charizard from Unlimited. It is definitely a relic in our world. I could not tell you for the life of me what it might be graded wise. And yes, it is in a sleeve. But honestly, it doesn't look too bad. Some whitening in the corner, so probably would not get a 10. Maybe 9 or 8. But this is irrelevant because this is one of the sentimental collection pieces. And the funny thing about this Charizard, I have no idea where I got it. There is no story I can remember of pulling it. There is no trade I can remember making. It is just a card that ended up in my binder. And blows my mind to this day that I cannot remember where it came from, but I do have that. Which brings me to kind of a good point of the whole story of patience and never giving up. Because I don't remember or recall when this happened. But because I cannot recall when this happened, I told myself that I can't consider myself a true Pokemon fan unless I've pulled my own Charizard. And I went on the hunt. For 30 years, I went on the hunt. Well, 25 years, I went on the hunt. Pulling cards from base set, legendary collections. Funny story. Legendary collections. Let's talk about that for a second. Legendary collections came out, and let me tell you that it was really nostalgic. It brought back a lot of artwork from the past, and it brought along a new fad of reverse cards in Legendary Collection, and y'all might see that I actually have one of those reverse cards, my Ghastly, that's sitting back there. I have two others, one being a Caterpie, and the other one being a Dark Wartortle. I will show that off in a future video. I have a reverse Dark Wartortle from Legendary Collection. You guys, I had the Charizard. Not the holographic one, I had the reverse fireworks holographic Charizard. This one. That today goes for 15,000 and change if graded at a PSA 10. Back in the day, I was a child, and I swear up and down that I had one of these reverses, and it turned out to be a sticker. And I stuck it to my dresser. And I had this in my mind all this time. And when I saw these cards coming in my mind, I thought these are stickers that they put in the packs. I was younger-ish. Well, I got to know a really good guy. Forget his name, been so many years. But we were working on building decks together, and he was like, man, I really like Charizard. There's no way in hell you have another Charizard. And I was like, well, I don't have another Charizard, but I do have this Charizard. I think it's a sticker. And before I knew what I had, team, because it was way too early in my collecting days, where it was more about the building the decks and collecting the base set than it was about the value of the card. And I never saw that guy again. He walked away with it. When I found out what I did have, I did what anybody would do. I started to get mad at myself for that, because in my mind I told myself I should wait and look it up before I do this. And because I was impatient, I potentially lost that relic of a card. But the journey doesn't end there, because a lot of things happened, like Black and White came out, Sword and Shield came out, X and Y. Let me tell you, there has not been a generation that Charizard has not been a chase in. Rocket came out, Charizard, big card. I would love to get a Dark Charizard one day. But then the amazing happened with Scarlet and Violet, and Obsidian Flames came out. And when Obsidian Flames came out, it was also announced that there will be 4 different Charizards in the set, from a regular EX all the way to a hyper rare gold full art Charizard. So I went on the hunt, as we all did, and I started buying up Obsidian Flames, and it became a goal of mine for the past 25 years to pull this Charizard. And I told myself, if I'm ever going to pull a Charizard, it's going to be from the set. And I went through so many booster packs, booster bundle after booster bundle, stopped at the booster box. Then a friend of mine called me, said they wanted to have a pack battle, long distance. And I bought a booster bundle of Obsidian Flame. And we battled. And I told myself from the beginning of that day, I'm going to pull a Charizard today. I'm going to do it. So fast forward, and we're battling, and then things got spicy. For you see, I pulled my first Charizard ever, and it is a hyper rare gold, full art, terrestrial Charizard. And I was so happy. Elated would be an understatement. I shrieked, I'm pretty sure. I might have even cried a little bit, as we all have at some point. And again, this is a sentimental piece. Value means very little to me. However, I would like to get some of these graded to hold on to them for a longer period of time and keep them safe and secure. And I'm checking it out, and the centering looks okay. It looks a little right heavy, right? I turn it over, and the back, oh my god, the back, it looks just so beautiful. Again, the left's a little heavy, but then you'll never guess what happened. The light caught the card at the right angle. Do you see that? There is a hairline right down the back of the card. It stops right there above the ball. It doesn't go deeper than that. But it's thin and it's deep, not enough to go through. How it got there? Never know. And it's in the sentimental binder anyway. But that hairline scratch was enough to tell me I just have to be a little bit more patient and try to pull yet another Charizard. And I will do that. There are plenty of sets with Charizards in them, and I plan to chase them all. Here's an up close and personal of the reverse holos from the Legendary collection and what they look like. And this is my Ghastly, of course. The ghosts always stick around. And what I did want to do was take the opportunity to share with you, while I was chasing Charizard, some of the other amazing things that I did pull. Like the Gold Fire. The Full Art Gita. The Special Art Rare, or Illustration Rare, Reverum. Sick card. Love this card. The Cleffa. Perfect in every way. Print line, maybe, but the Ninetales. Full art. Special rare. That's it. That's what I pulled from Obsidian Flame thus far. The chase continues. And as we continue on this journey, I absolutely will show you the rest of the binder, where I'm at with the collection as I work towards these master sets. I know that master setting is definitely something that is a little bit more difficult nowadays, considering, you know, out of 197 in the base sets of Obsidian Flames, and there's so many, 230 out of 197. So a lot of these is like, finish the base set and be good with that, if that's all you got. So don't go out and just start spending hundreds, and don't let me tell you what to do, but if you're just in it for the collecting, just buy a little at a time and the hits will come, and that's what makes your collection. And don't let anybody tell you how you need to collect. But my opinion, if you want a master set one, stick with that one. My son has been chasing Fusion Strike for so long, and I keep telling him it's time to give it up, man. Time to move on. But he's sticking with it, and I'm proud of him for that, because he put out a goal that he's going to master set Fusion Strike. We set out a goal together that we will master set Paradox Rift. And we do have a booster box video coming, I promise you. A little bit bigger, taking a little bit longer. But yeah, really just wanted to get in front of you, tell you my hilarious Charizard stories. If you want to believe them as hilarious, let me know down below. If you think that they're funny, if you're laughing at me as I laugh at myself now, great. If you've had similar experiences, let me know. But thank you all for giving me the opportunity to share my stories with you, and always remember, patience is everything, because the little things don't mean anything, they mean everything. Take the time when time is needed. Peace out, y'all. Peace, love, and Pokemon.